the dilemma. I don't even know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I think you can hear me. Welcome to another installment in this salmon-colored room. This time I want to talk a little dilemma, especially with bodybuilding, that I feel like I've encountering, and then I'm sure a lot of people have struggled with and kind of have the same problem, really, I think. And that is whether, well, for me, not whether, but understanding, realizing, loving how you look when you're not dieting. Such, right? Because when you get down to this level of leanness, I'm talking looking nice, abs showing, your jaw's a little bit more prominent, you got striations everywhere, you fall in love with it. You love the idea, you love the appearance, you love the look, and you want to stay there forever, but it's not optimal. You just feel like complete crap, right? You're just constantly thinking about food. You want to go out and enjoy stuff, but you can't because you're just thinking about food that it's kind of consuming you. And that's what was happening to me. I was at a point where I was getting leaner, and of course us guys, we store our fat, right? And me in particular, that's where I store it. I would say majority of it, not a little bit of my arms, but majority is here, right? So I got to get really, really, really lean in order to start seeing some abs. And then the bottom part of the abs, the lower portion, the lower abs, forget about it. I'm talking, I got to diet for quite some time in order to see those. It's nice and dandy, right? It's a nice challenge to try to see how lean you can get, or just to remove some fat if you feel like you're a little overweight, to remove some fat and be comfortable again, right? But I fell into this kind of a hole where I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, and I've fallen into this hole quite a bit. I'm just gonna diet down for a few weeks, get some fat, but then I just start loving how I look. Your arms start looking nicer, you got less fat, everything's more prominent, more visible on you. And then in my case, I just kept dieting. I was like, let's see how far I can take this, And then it's like, okay, I come to this wall, right? You just hit this wall where you're like, okay, shit, I can't keep dieting anymore because mentally, emotionally, even physically, you just, in the gym, you're just like, okay, it's not healthy, I don't feel good. Thinking about food is taking up most of my time and energy, that everything else just becomes secondary. And then you transition yourself out of that is the hard part, right? Because you have to mentally come to the realization that, hey, I'm going to put on some more body fat. You're not going to look the same. Hell, in my case, I just begin to start looking like I don't even lift. I just kind of balloon in the face a little bit too. Everything comes here. My arms don't really grow. It just kind of covers. And yeah, you just kind of have to accept who you are. Where your genetics were in... Yeah. Genetics in terms of where you store your body fat. And here I am. Now I'm not doing the mistake where I was bulking like 400 calories, 500 calories. It's a more slow, controlled, gaintaining, maybe slightly above surplus, and really just being more conscious of it, right? Because there's two extremes. You have the let's diet really hard and look lean, shredded year round, and then you have the opposite where it's let's just perma bulk and just take this to see how fat I can get. And it's about finding this happy medium, right? That you need to learn to to find for yourself, which is especially in this bodybuilding game, because a lot of, I mean, bodybuilding, fitness, health, now with the social media thrown into that bucket of bodybuilding, it just added a whole nother dimension to it. Right now everybody just wants to look lean or shredded or big and jacked and dry and year round, which is not realistic. I mean, unless you have great genetics and you, when you're in a surplus or whatever, you don't store fat in your in the body parts like your arms or your chest or your abs, and you start on your back or your legs, and your upper body looks good, even if you are in a bulk, right? That's all genetics. So yeah, that's been the dilemma for me, and I'm sure for many of others. It's like, well, what do I do? Do I keep just staying here and looking lean, or do I just kind of not let myself go, but feel a little bit more relaxed, happier? Not relaxed in terms of you're going to just eat everything in sight, but not be so meticulous and anal about every little thing you track and eat, and you can't go out with your friends or family because you're just, they're enjoying a burger, some fries or whatever, and you're just sitting there like, oh, I can't because I want to look lean. So that's the dilemma I've been having, and I've always had, right? I think, I don't want to sound like, some sort of like pest. It's just, I feel like guys do also, struggle with body image issues. I don't think it's just a women thing. I think it's just more talked about by women. Or for some reason, it's always been associated with women. But yeah, us guys, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, we have that dilemma. Should we look lean and striated and, or should we take care of our, mental health, emotionally, hormonally? For now, I'm sticking to the feeling happier, and the shreds and the look, and it's taking a back seat. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please share, subscribe. I don't know if you have the same dilemma or if you've had the same problem. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day, guys. Take care. Much love.